Welcome back to 843 TV. I'm now joined by Kate Herman, Kelly Dillon, and Rich Basirico. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So Rich, let's start with you. You're
Sure.
the athletic director here and a parent of some alumni, right?
Yes, 3.
And I think that we've all been impressed with Hilton Head Prep's athletic prowess over the years and success. Can you share with us some insights on maybe what brings out the athletic success here?
Actually, that's an easy question. We have outstanding athletes. Our students are committed to our program, and we're very fortunate also to have excellent coaches.
Yeah.
So our athletes and our coaches work extremely well together. And the thing about it is, you always talk about you play to win, which is true. But our coaches do a wonderful job with life lessons. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, wins and losses are great to talk about, but what our players become because of the athletic program is the most important thing to us.
Absolutely.
So, and we're very fortunate. This fall, we have 9 of our athletes who have committed to play at the college level.
Wow. And
over the last 6 years, we've had 50 of our athletes sign letters of intent to play at the next level. So we've been blessed to have extremely good athletes along with our great coaches, and it just works extremely well for us.
Absolutely, and participating in team sports or individual sports really brings out the character and develops the character of a student athlete, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and we're also fortunate to have 83% of our athletes in the upper school, I should say our students, participate in athletics.
Wow.
So that's a huge number for us.
Yeah, over 80% is big.
It's very big.
Yeah.
So their commitment, and the interesting thing is, and Kate will vouch this, not only do they play sports, they get involved in arts and other activities. So we ask our students to do a lot here, and they rise to the occasion and do a wonderful job.
Very cool. Let's talk a little bit more about the art. Kelly, you're a member of the faculty in the art department, correct?
I am,
yes. And an alumni here.
Yes.
And walking around the campus, I've seen some amazing student art.
Yeah.
Can you share with us a little insight on the artistic environment here?
Yeah, Prep has always had an amazing art program, and not only am I an alum, but I was also a lifer. That meant I went from 1st grade to 12th grade and graduated from here.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been here, I grew up here, and throughout each class I had an amazing art teacher. I started out with Freddie Carson in lower and middle school, and then went up to upper school art with Mrs. Ramser-Riley. And it's really the teachers that we have here that bring out the talent in the kids. For example, when I was in the upper school art room, I knew I had some knack for art, and I loved art, but I never really went out of my comfort zone. And Mrs. Ramser-Riley, she really saw that I had potential, and she made me go out of my comfort zone and really broaden my talent. And she made me realize what I could do. And not only am I the single student who has realized their potential because of Mrs. Ramser or Mrs. Carson, I'm one of many.
Right.
So the teachers have really shown students what they can do with art. Kate's in my art class right now, so I'm hoping that she's realizing some of that too.
Absolutely.
So coming back as a faculty and seeing students realize their potential for art, seeing that they can do more than stick figures or just colored pencils, that sort of thing. Yeah,
that's all I could do before I started art, if I'm being completely honest.
And now she's done some awesome paintings, awesome pointillism. So it's very awesome to see students realize what they can do with art. And having unearthed talent like that, we've shown how much we can do. Prep has won more SCISA art competitions overall than other schools, and we also have the Frederica Carson Art Purchase Awards. And what we do is we actually buy student artwork from them to hang in the school with plaques, frames, the whole shebang. So we have a huge collection of student artwork over the years.
So it sounds like both coaches and teachers alike are pushing students to realize their potential.
Yes.
Here at
Absolutely.
Prep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, you're a senior here, right?
I am.
Yeah, and you're active in the performing arts program, is that right?
Very much so.
And can you share with us a little bit about your experience here at Prep and within the performing arts program?
Absolutely, I'd love to. The performing arts has always been something that I've been very, very involved in, especially even before I moved here, but after moving to Prep in 8th grade, and I was introduced to Ben Wolf, who was our performing art director at the time. He really encouraged me to start pursuing. He's like, "You're pretty good at this. You might want to try doing this." And so I auditioned for some shows. I was in Sound of Music and Legally Blonde with him specifically, which were both very different shows. And the next year, he unfortunately left the school, and we got the blessing of having Mrs. Trucker White enter to replace him, and she is probably one of the most talented people I've ever met in my entire life. And she has always been pushing me to just kind of hone my talent and like really find my niche in the corner of this huge what is performing arts.
Right.
And I've been asked to perform a governess. I've been asked to be a very stuck-up British person. I've been a sorority girl. I've been, you know, an upper-class 1800s society lady. And it's really interesting to see all the things that you can do with that.
Yeah.
And she has really, specifically Mrs. Trucker White has really asked me to leave all of my comfort zones, as Ms. Dillon has as well in the art room. Because I'm not very good at art, if we're being real. And it's just something that I love doing, and a lot of prep students have a passion for. So it's really awesome to see a lot of people who can walk off the basketball court and then step right onto the stage or into the art room, and we're all connected.
Making it a little bit more of a well-rounded student.
That's what Kate does. She'll be here in practice, practicing basketball, and leave and go to practice for the play, and then obviously go home and do her homework.
Yeah.
So it's a long day, but they get it done. It's amazing. It really is amazing.
All part of your day as a Hilton Head Prep student, right?
Absolutely. It's never a short day.
But it's a good day.
But it's a good day. More or less, it's a good day.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, Rich, Kelly, Kate, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you so
for having
much.
us.
Absolutely. And stick around for one more segment of 843 TV.